Good day, welcome to King William's Everything. I got this MacBook, I believe this is like a 2009 or so. I usually don't work on the Macs because usually when they're broke, it's all hardware stuff. Actually, I just worked on a 2011 the other day. Somebody brought to me, and it had, you could kind of get it to boot, it had green screen, lines through it, and it looks like on that one the processor or the GPU must have got too hot, because you can see there was some melting on some keys, kind of where there's a heat sink along here on the 2011. And I guess it probably got pretty hot. I looked on the internet, it seems very common that the GPU gets hot, probably breaks some of those little solder joints, and they start coming loose, and then it's a new motherboard. So but anyway, this one here is 2009, and it does not power up. I got a little history on this guy. The monitor has been replaced, so it's been apart, and that might be a little clue right there. It's been apart. So you got a junk one on eBay with a good monitor, put the monitor on, and worked, and then it died. So I think somebody had stepped on it at some point, replaced the monitor, and you never want to step on a laptop. But I'll show you kind of, I did a little control, option, escape, command, all those things. It does nothing. It does appear to be charging. Wait, where's the connector at? There's the connector. So you can tell this had quite the life, because even the connector's got some breakage. So it turns green, it'll turn amber in a second too. So it does appear like it charges. And I hold her down, you get nothing. Nothing. So I believe that's what he said. It does not turn on. I did take the screws out, because I think these, when you look under the motherboard, or on the motherboard, there's some push pins. I can get this out of the way. I think they're hard to see. There's a push pin here. Let's see, here, and I think these need to probably be down to so it knows that the case is off. I think there might be. Is there another one? I think there might be another one somewhere. I think, but I did find three. Oh, here's one here. So there's four push pins. We're going to reseat the memory. Let me put all these little screws here so we don't lose them. Just the simple stuff. I'm going to guess this guy's probably dead. You know, you got something that's 11, 12 years old. I mean, is it worth it to put any money into? You know, you're going to go on eBay, get a junk, broken one for parts. And at this point, you're probably needing the logic board is probably dead. So you're looking at, you know, 100, 200 bucks for a donor one, for something that's not worth anything. Another thing I did notice, I already kind of took this apart before, this connector here. Like I said, this has been apart, so I know that. You can see there's a connector here, a little 2-pin connector here. The plug is missing on this fellow. I'll kind of bring it up so you can see a little better. Right here. I do see that wire sticking out, and I do not have connectors. And I just kind of tried to poke it in, get it to touch the pins, but to get the touch pins, put the back on, next to impossible. You could probably put some tape over it, see maybe you can get it to stick. It ain't going to stay. But I'm not sure what this powers, but I hope that's not something that it needs. Maybe it's the DVD drive power. I don't know. There's two of them here, so I assume they go off to something. And I'm pretty sure it's like sound. I don't think it's the. No, it's not the Wi-Fi. These are the Wi-Fi right here. You can see these three. These are Wi-Fi connectors. Everything else looks good. We received the memory. You know, the hard drive's good. I suspect possibly the battery. The other thing we're going to do is disconnect the battery for a little bit, and that's this little connector right here. I'll bring it up so you can see it. I just don't want to damage this, just in case. Like I said, you can always sell this on eBay for parts. And that's the battery connector. It's kind of hard to see. It's black. See it? See the little part? There it is. So we'll let that sit there for a second or two. Sometimes you can just put it back together, hold the battery power button for a little while, let it discharge and stuff like that. It'll discharge on its own. We'll plug it back in. I'm kind of worried about that connector there. But I'm going to guess, since it's been like that since they put it back together, after replacing the monitor, it doesn't power anything critical. Don't know. I'd look up the schematics on this fellow. But that's pretty much all we can really do. Disconnect the battery. Doesn't feel like it's bulged or anything, but that doesn't mean it's not bad. Because my guess is it's the logic board, something in here, and it could be just those two pins there. I mean, we can try and find a connector. I don't know. It's not at this point, you know, put money into something like this and time for something that's this old. I mean, come on, guys, get a new one. Let's see if we can get this on there. Come on, get on there, baby. You can do this. There we go. I'll just put a couple little screws in here just to see if she'll power on now. I said we received the memory. Get these screws in. Disconnect the battery for a little bit. I did kind of do some research on the internet. Said, oh, the battery's bad. Battery's bad. I don't know. Could be. I'm sure it's after this many years, it probably is bad. But I think there's some more issues. I think those issues are it's broke. She's done broke. So we'll just get enough to make sure it mushes down those pins. Yeah, let's put one more in the corner here. Get one more screw in here. I've taken apart 2011s. I never took one this old apart. It looks about the same, except the case is aluminum, more plasticky. All right, let's see. Maybe Bueller. No. I'm going to call this one dead. Like I said, at a certain point, you got to let these things go. Their value is nothing. And if you took this to a store and have somebody replacing the logic board, $200 minimum for something that's not, it's worth $200. It's not worth much money. eBay for parts, $100 maybe you get for it because somebody will want the monitor, maybe some pieces off it, keep your hard drive or whatever you want off it. But take that, put it something that's new, something that works, got a warranty. It's antique. I know people get partial to these things for some reason, but it's a laptop. It's like your car. You drive it for so many years and you get rid of it and get a new one. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video. That you guys have a great day.